Our Region's Business is sponsored by PNC for the Achiever in You. Welcome to Our Region's Business with your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, who's going to take over as the baby boom generations ages out of the workforce? We'll focus on a new initiative to build our region's capacity to prepare workers for a growing number of in-demand jobs. Plus the big return on investing in pre-K education. But first, one of our region's legendary entrepreneurs is back in the game, this time forever. You may think that Facebook is forever, but it turns out that it's not necessarily so, and Forever Inc. is described as the world's first digital family archive company. The company's founder gained fame and fortune in our region in the 1990s as an internet pioneer, building a business-to-business e-commerce company called Free Markets that he eventually took public and sold. He went on to become a venture capitalist based here in our region, and Glenn Meekum is back with us today. He's the founder, president, and CEO of Forever Incorporated. And welcome. Good to see you.
Great to be here, Bill. Really a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. So you've been investing in other people's companies for years. Did that just finally get old and you had to do it yourself again?
Yeah, my venture fund has actually done very well. We've had 4 liquidity events already, so we could have stayed in that business. But I decided I really like to lead and manage and make decisions. And you know, as a professional investor, you're really in the back seat, and I like to be on the front line.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's great. Great to advise people, and that's important. We need more of that in our region as well, but it's also great to be out there on the front lines, I'm sure. Absolutely. So tell me about Forever. Where did this come from?
So I've always been concerned about family history and preserving memories, like, you know, whether it be my own time as grade school and growing up and being with my parents, et cetera, but also my grandparents and great-grandparents. I've always worried about preserving that stuff. And I was looking 2 years ago, it was exactly 2 years ago, I was looking for a solution to figure out where I could keep my family photos and family video permanently. And I'd realized that if you try to store on your own PC, it's subject to failure.
Sure.
And you have to migrate that over time. And if you have a backup device, same thing. Plus, if you do that, you're not really sharing with your family. And if I have information about myself, I want to share, my family or my grandparents, I'm not really able to collaborate with those kind of solutions. And then I looked at other solutions, storage solutions and photo sharing solutions, and all of them were temporary, and all of them denied any digital rights. So there was no place where I could permanently store and share material with confidence.
Well, let me ask you about that. So denying digital rights.
Right.
So you own this stuff. You have all these family heirlooms, all these
You don't own it, but here's the problem.
Yeah.
So here's what I mean. So Facebook, and Facebook is great. I'm a big fan of Facebook. But when you upload stuff to Facebook, Facebook owns everything you upload.
You're essentially giving up your rights to those images and things that you post on Facebook.
And then they have the right to shut it down at any time. Exactly. And that's true of Flickr, it's true of Shutterfly, it's true of even Dropbox. You know, Dropbox is a kind of a commodity storage solution, not really for sharing, not for really displaying.
Big file transfers. You got a lot of material to move, right?
Right. Great to back up any things like Carbonite. Great to back up your PC or Amazon Cloud. Not great for sharing, but again, if you stop paying, if it's free, they have the right to shut you down anytime. And if you're using them for free, and if you're paying for larger amounts of storage, if you stop paying, they shut you down. So there was no permanent solution. There was no way if you had a parent, like I lost my father last year, and you want to honor them permanently on the web, there was no place to do that.
Okay.
So I said, well, let me create a permanent, I called it really academically sort of permanent social or permanent sharing storage. We're now starting to refer to it as your permanent digital home, a place where you can have a home, like a piece of internet real estate that you own, where you own everything you upload and everything you share, and then you can share it with your friends and family as you desire. You can also keep it private, so it's not public if you want, but a place where
you want a couple of people to get access to it.
Right,
yeah.
or if you want to have 100, or open,
right.
but a place where you have total control, you own the material, and oh, by the way, you pay for it up front. And the secret to this whole thing is the digital rights. We have a unique new set of contracts we've created where people do have rights for the first time in history, and globally. And the second thing is that it's financed. So when you buy, you don't just buy this month's storage, or you're not just getting data mined for advertisers to advertise to you. No, you pay into the Forever Guarantee Fund, which is a long-term fund, a long-term endowment-like vehicle that is there it's invested in a globally diversified portfolio. It produces income and capital gains, which pays for the storage and the sharing out over time.
So pay forever up front. You guys then turn around and invest this. That has a stream of income that ultimately pays the cost of storing the material indefinitely.
Right. And because of that, we guarantee people their lifetime. So if you're a mom and you're 45 years old and you want to save all your family's photos and video and you want your family to be able to share that and participate and enjoy that, well, you have your lifetime plus 100 years guaranteed, with an intention of it being there for really hundreds and hundreds of years.
Well, I would think with the cost of storage always coming down, I mean, the economics of this would seem to work in your favor over time.
I think so, but even there's still going to be some cost. And the people have this perception that, oh, my stuff on Facebook will be there for, well, it won't.
That's what they tell us. That's what they tell kids. Put it on Facebook, it's there forever. Maybe not for forever in the sense you're talking about.
Well, I think with kids, if they behave badly and post something embarrassing, there are people out there with a financial interest in keeping embarrassing photos present for a long, long time.
Oh, interesting.
But because they're embarrassing and they're funny or they're pornographic, whatever, there are people with an interest in preserving that. But the stuff that's important to you, no one has an interest in preserving it but you.
Okay. And so really targeting this at family markets, is that where you see the big opportunity out of the gate?
We see the first two markets out of the gate are and we have right now over 1,100 paid permanent members and over 1,000 other introductory members as well. So we're growing quite rapidly already, but we see the first market is really the family market, is primarily moms and also dads in their 40s and 50s, some people in their 30s, who are interested in really preserving all the special memories of their family, their children. So it's really moms, 30 to 55 primary market, secondary dads, and then also the memorial market. Okay. People who've lost someone, you lost a good close friend. There's this amazing trend in the society. People don't go to cemeteries anymore. Where do people really need to be remembered? It's not about a piece of stone with dates on it and names. It's about all the photos and all the video and all the writing and all the letters and all the social interaction on social media. All of that can be preserved indefinitely. At forever, and that's really the first time in history that's true.
Very good. So what's the end point? What does it cost to have this permanent presence?
It's really very, for hundreds of dollars, you can have a permanent presence on the internet, and people just need to go to forever.com. It's forever.com, the word forever.com, and you can go learn all you want. You can sign up, be a member, and we'd encourage you to do that.
All right. Glenn Meekum, forever.com, Forever Incorporated. Congratulations. Good to have you back in the game.
Hey, I'm always in the game.
All right, good to see you. Next up, investing in the future of our workforce by building the capacity of our region to educate and train people today. Stay with us.